So something recently happened with Fundy. He was stuck in a nightmare that he couldn't wake up from, continually repeating a pattern until eventually he was chased down and supposedly woke up from the shock. But what can we learn about what we saw in the nightmare? Quite a lot, actually, but first we have to break down Fundy's nightmare. Fundy wakes up. He discovers that he is alone and that the world has turned to a desert. He discovers a book written by himself telling him to wake up. Repeat. Although that's a very basic breakdown, it allows us to build on top of it. So what exactly is happening? Well, it's stated in the dream that Fundy can predict the future with his dreams. But it's specifically stated that although this does happen with dreams and it's cool, it also happens with nightmares, which is what Fundy is in right now. So here are some questions that we need to ask to figure out what the entire thing was about. Who is really writing the books? Why does it repeat? Why is everything a desert? Who was the mysterious figure at the end? Why did he see the camera van? And who is he? All of these questions will be broken down and answered in this video. I don't usually plug this early in the video, but if you are enjoying this video, please subscribe. I'm on my road to 2,000, which has been just something I've really wanted to do for a long time. Thank you to everyone who's been enjoying my content. I can't thank you enough. Love you guys. Anyway, back with the video. So first, who is really writing the books? Well, we know it's Fundy as he refers to himself as we, and he also states it in the books, but what part of Fundy is writing it? Is it a future version of Fundy, a past version of Fundy? Does Fundy have amnesia? Well, it's actually Fundy's subconscious. Fun fact about the subconscious, our subconscious is far bigger than our actual conscious brain, as it does most of the background programming. It stores our memories, our emotions, everything we could really want. It's basically the generator, and the front part of the brain, or the prefrontal cortex, is basically the screen, while the subconscious is the thing that powers the screen. We also go into our subconscious when we are dreaming, so it is quite possible that the people writing these books are simply parts of the subconscious. Since the subconscious is so big, that it's possible that there are multiple Fundys living through multiple dreams at the same time, all writing these books to the prefrontal cortex Fundy. That brings us on to the question of why does it repeat? Although the books say he doesn't want the truth, I think Fundy secretly does. He's a curious one. Foxes are known to be somewhat curious, although not as much as other animals. But of course, if you woke up in this weird dream world and you were told the truth, it's obvious you would want to find out the truth. So I think Fundy is purposefully, or without him knowing, resetting the dream until eventually Fundy does uncover the truth. But what is the truth? That is a question that we aren't actually given an answer to. Is it the fact that Fundy can read dreams and that everything that happens in his dreams comes true, at least some things? Because it seems like the truth in the books was a lot darker. He continued to say, "You're not real, you're not real," possibly referring to the fact that Fundy isn't a real person, or he doesn't think of himself as one. I mean, he's a humanoid fox, so... Or there could be a whole scandal of possibly Fundy isn't Wilbur's son and maybe he was created in a lab and he's forgetting about it. Or maybe the truth was the fact that he can predict the future with his dreams. We might not know. So then we come to the question of why is everything a desert? This signifies an apocalypse. If Fundy's dreams do come true, or nightmares, or at least predict somewhat events, everything becoming a desert definitely signifies that the world has ended. It's over, it's gone. Everything has been turned to dust. And dust is like sand. So the fact that he's in a desert specifically, I think, means that he is predicting an apocalypse, a big event that will occur. And possibly something that could happen with this is a nuclear bomb. As we see, there was a massive crater in the distance that Fundy didn't fully look into. This could possibly represent L'Manbird blowing up and his guilt, but it could also be a prediction of a large explosion. And at the same time, Turbo is thinking about blowing up the prison. Could it be possible that him blowing up the prison is what causes this massive explosion that causes the beginning of the end? Then we come to the next question. Who was the mystery man at the end? Well, due to the face that occurred, I think it's pretty obvious that it is Quackity. Then we go to the next question. Why did Funny see the camera van? Now, there is one of two answers. One, this could be his guilt coming in, or since he can predict the future, maybe it will all end how it all began. Fundy, Wilbur, everyone in the camera van at the end of the world. Or it could possibly him wishing that he could stop himself from joining Schlatt and betraying his best friend / father at the time, which might have prevented this whole thing from happening, because Quackity wouldn't have gotten any power, then he wouldn't have gotten betrayed, then Schlatt wouldn't have died, and Quackity wouldn't want to resurrect Schlatt, and Quackity wouldn't torture Dream, which somehow will lead to the end of the server. And then we have the last question of who is he? Although the most obvious answer is Quackity, there might be some trickery going on here. Now, he in the SMP lore is usually referring to Dream. Why would he be referring to Dream right now? Well, it's kind of in the name, Dream. It is implied that Dream's power, basically, is that he can manipulate or enter other people's dreams. Could it be possible that Dream is trying to trick Fundy into not helping Quackity, even though Quackity isn't the villain here? Is Dream trying to make Fundy go against the good guys, slowly but surely tricking Quackity and making him Dream? Because if Quackity wants to kill Dream and get the book, and Fundy thinks that Quackity is evil, he will want to stop that from occurring. So he will want to stop Quackity from killing Dream, which will mean that he will be going against Quackity and protecting Dream. This could be an interesting ploy by Dream to spin the narrative, and not necessarily lie, but change the rules a bit and make Fundy think of different people. But that still doesn't explain the "you're fake" lines in the books. This could also possibly be a manipulation tactic by Dream. Or it could just be something else, possibly referring to the fact that Fundy in the dream world is not the real Fundy, but instead a dream version. Because if you think about it, are we real when we sleep? Are we real when we dream? Is the us in the dream real? If so, do they have real emotions, or are they just us personified? Real philosophical stuff there, but, you know. It's not my job to go into the philosophy of it unless you guys want to, I don't know. But yes, that is basically it. We have discovered that it repeats, and it could possibly be either Quackity or Dream are my two top picks of who he is. Although the face at the end is definitely Quackity's face, so it kind of references the fact that Quackity will be the final boss, or will be a very, very evil entity in the coming seasons. Well, not seasons, but like episodes and streams. I can definitely say that Quackity getting the Oscar and acting all evil, it definitely seems like he's becoming a big bad. So I hope you enjoyed the video yet again. Subscribe, we are on our road to 2,000 subscribers, which would be awesome. Join the Discord in the description, come hang out with me and my mates, check out my show. Episode 1 ain't that good, but episode 2 is very poggers. I do have other Dream SMP content on the way, so if you want more Dream SMP theories, either comment them down below or suggest them in the Discord or wherever. I have a few theories in the works currently. And yes, I hope you guys had a great day. If you did, please, I'm not going to say subscribe 3 times, but yeah, you get the idea. I'll see you guys in the next video. If I don't see you there, I'll see you in the next life, and if I don't see you there, I'll see you on the flip side. Bye bye.